Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Yangchen and my topic for today is vegetarian food versus non-vegetarian food. So we all are very familiar with these terms, vegetarian food and non-vegetarian food. But let me start by giving a simple definition. Vegetarian food are those food which are plant-based, plus dairy products, and some vegetarians also prefer eating eggs. Now, non-vegetarian foods are completely animal-based foods. You eat meat of different animals, fishes, and sea creatures. Now, this debate about vegetarian food and non-vegetarian food has been going on for decades, and we don't have a definite answer to which food is better. So it is completely one's choice. So coming back to vegetarian food. Vegetarian food, as I said, are plant-based food. Research has found that vegetarian food helps in digestion. That is, when we eat non-vegetarian food, it takes a longer time to digest because meats are rich in proteins and fat. They can stay up to 2 days for complete digestion. So eating a vegetarian food helps in improving our digestion, which is very important for our overall health. Now, vegetarian food is also cost effective. It is way cheaper than non-vegetarian food. You also might notice, like when you ever go to a restaurant and you see the menu, you check the prices, the non-vegetarian foods are usually on the expensive side. The vegetarian foods such as dals, seeds, pulses, they are way cheaper than the non-vegetarian foods. Vegetarian food, when it comes to environment, is also very environment friendly. Let's take for example a very common meat, chicken. They are mostly bred for the purpose of eating. So what happens is they capture a land, they have land, they are raised there. Now they need a separate food for them, they need water. So what are you doing? You're actually exploiting the nature. You are taking more from the nature to give them, to raise them. And here in vegetarian food, you're taking a piece of land, you're cultivating the crops and you're eating whatever is being harvested and you're reusing the land. So in a way, vegetarian food is also conserving our nature, conserving the resources. Now, people turn into vegetarians also because of ethical reasons. Like, why should you harm another living being? Who are we to harm another living being? So even for this ethical reasons, people turn into vegetarian food. Now coming to non-vegetarian. Meats are rich in proteins and fats. These helps in building and repairing of our muscle tissues, which makes our bones stronger. Now what happens when our bones are stronger? We improve our athletic life. We are strong, we become physically strong. And have you noticed, even in the gym trainers, they also ask us to eat meat because they are rich in proteins and fats. And it also gives a more fulfilling sensation. Like you take a same amount of vegetarian food and you take the same amount of non-vegetarian food. When you eat the non-vegetarian food, you will be more, your stomach will be more full with the non-vegetarian food. But the problem here is people nowadays don't eat meat according to the requirements or the needs of the body. They eat meat because of taste. They love the taste. And mind you, not all meats are good for a body. So what happens when you take an ample amount, an excessive amount of meats? You are at a risk, increasing the risk of heart diseases. You are more prone to heart diseases. Now, every individual is either a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian. It depends completely on their choices. But this choice are affected by certain factors. Let's say spirituality. A person who is spiritual will not have meats. They will not hurt any other living being. So they are vegetarians. Let's say culture. Some culture demands some specific meats. They regard them as their traditional cuisine. So a person who follows their culture will have that specific meat. So he becomes automatically a non-vegetarian. But then there are some instances, let's say medical conditions. Suppose you say you have deficiency of iron, say anemia. So doctors you to eat meat because anemia may lead to cancer. So you may be asked to eat meat. So for medical conditions also some people turn into non-vegetarians. And there are also some scientific reasons. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. And it definitely is, we are what we eat. 50 to 60% of our health problems are because of the choices we make in food every day. For example, say I have a strong liking towards spicy food. Then and I take spicy food on a daily basis. Then I will definitely have a stomach problem. So scientists also believe that we inherit the diseases the animals have. That's why we almost avoid chicken when there is blood flu. We avoid meat because they are in the fear of inheriting the diseases the animals have. So ultimately the choice depends on one itself. So you and I are no one to judge anyone or promote our preferences. So let us all stay healthy and happy together. Thank you.
Very nice.